Hey, love bugs. It's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing good. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. If this is your first, much love, extended, beautiful family. Just thank you so much for the love and support. It is so greatly appreciated. Um, And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you have been the videos has been uplifting you, giving you good information, or being informative, that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment, and they're needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for love and support, as always, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music I'm listening to today is probably the reason why my energy is like really heightened. That's why I'm just like, okay. It's by the channel. Let me see. Brainwave Music. Is called Psychic Protection, the Aura Shield, meditation music with Tibetan singing bowls. And I will post their link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101, Heyokas Energy Shift from the closing retrograde. It's heightening, gifts are heightening like never before. And I just posted on my Facebook page as well as my community page. This is having like enhanced common symptoms is like enhanced intuition, heightened sensitivity, insights, downloads, ear ringing, buzzing, tension headaches, fatigue, vivid dreams, noticing number sequence 1111, 222, 333. Well, we already see those all the time anyway. Releasing of the past, intense emotions, insight, clarity, synchronicity, and signs. And feeling heavy, karma disintegrating. Ooh, that may be a reason why I've been seeing the same thing, a couple of things already. But it is just like so many different things are going on right now. You're facing a lot of things that was hard for you to face before. You are allowing things to dissolve. The karmic cycles are coming to a close. You're allowing yourself, even though they may have been, if you've been dealing with something for a long time, trust me, I know it can work on your very last nerve. Like it's just everything will work on your nerves when you're dealing with a situation that has been long and drawn out. But when you allow yourself to step back throughout those situations and stuff like that, you'll allow yourself to see those situations were dragged out for a reason. There was things that you needed to learn. There was a lot of insight within those lessons of blessings that you had to get into that broadens your perspective on life, allowing yourself to see things from a different perspective. It was giving you, a lot of times things have to be cruel to be kind, because it's just like, what things you have been dealing with in your life. What kind of growth you needed in your life. There's a lot of things that, like I've said before, if, you've been with me for a while, y'all hear me say, there's times I didn't love myself. There was times that I would put people's happiness before mine. Hell, there's times I sacrifice my happiness for people that wouldn't even go cross the street just to go buy me some happiness, and it's allowing myself to step away. There's a lot of cords I've been cutting with different people. It just felt like universe, it was like empath overturn. It was like, I noticed they make me do that every few months. It's like certain vibes I would get, that was something I wouldn't want to do, but it's just, the fact is everything is happening for a reason. That person came into your life for a season. That person probably came into your life for a moment. They done helped you release a lot as well as learn off of each other, or you taught them some things, or as vice versa, and all those different things. But it's just like, I would never allow myself to regret those times. They were never wasted. It was never, like, if I know that you're about to waste my time, I'm not even going to engage with you, point blank. I don't, I just don't have time for that. And I used to do that a lot, put my time up, even when I seen the toxic vibes were there. I was always trying to look for good for people, because it was, the fact is, with me growing up, there was always somebody telling me, how bad I was. They would never say, if it was, something positive when it came to parental guidance or whatever. It was like my mom, she did it. But on my mom's ex-husband's side, I didn't hear it, very seldom heard it that much. It'll probably be like twice I've heard that man ever say he was proud of me for something. But I appreciate those times with them as well. A lot of us, it just seems like we have grown in some toxic families. Either we have been exposed to toxic relationships with our parents growing up, or we went through it with our siblings, probably husband and wives, children's mothers, children's fathers, all those different things. But this is what we were here for. These are the things that we had to go through. There's still some people that are okay with being at a low level. There's people okay being in that 3D, materialistic type vibe. That's fine. If you don't want to go ahead and change, that's not stopping me from doing what I got to do. I'll just go ahead and plant that seed, and you can do what you want to do with it. There's a lot of times it saddens me when I see people that just don't want to change. They're okay with that, but then have the same audacity to try to stop you from changing yourself. I'm just like, oh, no. Your misery is not going to get my company, okay? But I appreciate all those different things that's come in my life. There's a lot of times I try not to even go ahead and dwell on those things, not even re-speak that energy into my life, But it's like, when I'm seeing all these things I went through a very painful upbringing, but then it's just like, gone through these things, it has gave me so many blessings, allowing me to see things from all different angles. You have different vantage points on all different things that's coming into your life. You have a different perspective, allowing yourself to not constantly look at everything as a negative impact in your life, even though it may have ended but badly, or something bad happened in a certain situation. There was something that you had to learn from that lesson, that connection, all those different things. And it's just like, I don't know, it was like yesterday I was going to do videos, but it was like I was so tired, and it was like I've been hyped up for the last few days, because it just seems like, when I was doing all my videos the other day, and then I did the singing video, and I was just like, I did not want to do that video. My dad was like, you better not touch that. I was like, I want to delete it. But, it's just like, because I don't sing like that. Like, if I walk around this house and I sing, I harmonize like crazy. But then it was just like, when I heard it on here, there was people like, girl, you sound good. I'm like, okay. I just didn't like it because of the sound, the sound that was going on. But it was just the fact of me pushing me out of my comfort zone. There's a lot of things that universe will urge you to do that will scare the hell out of you. With my dad, I was like, this is easy for you because that was something you did. Now, if it was something, if you were here physically, I would tell you to step in my shoes today. And be like, I don't know about that, baby. But it was just like, doing all that. But I love him for that. He always inspired me to do the things that, just to be proud of, because it's just like a lot of things are starting to come to the surface on things that I didn't know that my dad did. And it is very beautiful to me. And it's just like, I'm just like that the same way. I keep those little, milestones to myself, especially when it comes to helping people, because those are blessings to me. I know what it felt like to be confused about my gifts. I was taught that those gifts were mental illnesses, so I couldn't really talk about those things. It felt scary and very confusing to me when I really didn't have anybody physically to talk to. There was people that were spiritually around me that knew, but they didn't want me to discover that. So I already said, when I got to where I got to, when universe has blessed me to have this platform to be able to help people, I always said, if I had that chance to go ahead and connect with somebody, when I can see, when I can feel that vibe that they give off, like, am I going crazy? Is there any other people that can connect to the things that I'm going through? It feels like madness. I'm hearing things, I'm feeling things, I'm getting overwhelmed, or I'm getting to that point where I don't want to be around anybody. All these things are getting heightened right now. And it's just like everything was out of whack. It was just like I'm all my little retrograde memes are coming back up, and I was just like, dang, I want to tell these so bad, but it's like already out after retrograde. So I'm like, man, I'll just leave that for next time. So going through all these things, they're such a blessing, but it was just like at that point I knew I was getting so many downloads, and it just felt like, since I'm very heightened in my gift and all that stuff and been helping so many different people, it just feels like you're plugged into a lot of things. I was just hyped up the other day, and then the next thing because I didn't think I was going to do videos today, but I heard my little inner self like, get up, do these videos. And it just so happened I was on a empath platform, and they were talking about, I'm a Heyoka. I just found out about these things. Does anybody know about this? And it was like, dun, 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 dun. Like, hey, then they had somebody on here, if you're a Heyoka, you ain't going to say nothing. I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go, one of those again. But I always tell people, regardless, I understand with, our calling, especially when it comes to our tribe. Yes, at one point they were very sacred, and keeping that on the low. I understand that. But like I said, I was chosen for this. I'm not going to sit up here and claim something I'm not. Those are some things that's just like me sitting up here, stepping around and sitting up here going off on somebody, burning somebody's house, and knowing I'm burning down the Voodoo Queen house. You don't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the fact is, this was something I was called to do. These are the things for this since before I was even here. So it's a blessing when you can be able to connect with people on that level. It's not like it's like a teacher student type situation. We're all learning. There are certain things that I learn off of people that I have no aware, any kind of aware of, and it could be vice versa for me as well. And those are blessings. Like I said, I love the fact that I have a growing connection of family. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to be able to be free of speaking your mind, long as it's not disrespecting somebody or putting anybody down, because this is I'm not going to deal with. But being able to be here and where you can be comfortable. I hear a lot of people tell me, Roslynn, this is like a safe haven to where I can be here and I can be myself. I don't have to worry about worrying about somebody sitting up here telling me I'm crazy or cannot connect with me on that spiritual level. And it sucks when you have to go through things like that. It really does. But these are the things that we go through. There's a lot of times where we have gone through extreme trauma, and you're trying your best to heal in all ways possible. It's not something that's easy for us. They weren't expecting for it to be easy. But you're going to be that mirror of change, because there's so many people that want to carry around that wounded, victimized thing, about themselves. Like, I had this happen, I had that. Yes, we have all gone through some form of trauma, whether it was abuse, whether it was whatever. It's something that has went on in a lot of people's lives to where, they feel like the world is owing them something just because they went through these things. It's like, shoot, we all went through it too, but it's your choice. You always have that choice to not choose to keep going down that victimized road. You're making other people pay for something somebody else has done to you. So you're making every person that you can identify, like, say, if you got abused by your father, and you're every man that you walk into, you're abusing them back and forth, or you were abused or abandoned by your mom. Now, every woman that comes into your life, you want to sit up here and make them pay for something that had nothing to do with them. But it was just the fact that you have that whole mindset about certain people, and that's what needs to stop. Everybody is, not everybody, but I'm just saying there's some people that are really stuck on wanting to be that way. But there are some people that are like us, and we still got to even worry about dark empaths walking around. You got to make sure you double protected when it comes to those, because I've ran into a couple of those, but I don't wish them any harm, because once again, they're dealing around with wounds that they just don't want to heal from. Sometimes when sacrifice, that becomes, kryptonite to them. Change becomes kryptonite, victimizing people. Oh yeah, they love all that. But it is just like all those different things are coming in where a lot of your gifts are becoming very heightened. Like, see, with me, you already see, since I don't sit up here and started this video, uh, lights has just been flicking. Lights been flicking. It's like when I did the video with Dad, all of a sudden I feel him rub up against me. Go ahead, baby. And then next, fly, lights and stuff flying around and stuff like that. So it's really crazy. But it is just like I've said before, universe wants me to do videos where I'm predicting things and automatically they come true, or certain things I speak on and next thing you know it happens. It is a blessing when somebody can reach out to me and they're going through things and automatically I know what's going on. Sometimes it's like it's open book to me. All that stuff is coming to me through their energy. I get insights, I get flashes, so I see these different things. And then it's just a miracle and a blessing to me. It humbles me, but it makes me feel good inside too, because it lets me know this is what I was supposed to do. This is what I was, guided to do. And somebody can call me back and say, hey, Roz, remember you were telling me this about 2 weeks ago, and, I kept it in my mind, and then poof, next thing you know, it happens, so those are the good things that reminds me or let me know, even though I go through hard times, just like everybody else, it allows me to know that my blessings is from my pain. My blessings are from my trauma, because when you go through that and you can give somebody your expertise or your experiences about the things you have gone through, is closing doors for a lot of things that has been open for too long. Because a lot of times when we were trying to cut off and let go of things, we have held on to those things for so long. When we finally get that good go ahead, you're like, wait a minute, but I've been going with this, a long time. I'm like, you better let that go and let it go, and it's hard to do that at times. It's like, even when I can talk to somebody that really truly understands what I say, and then there'll be something I really want to get off my chest, but I'm just like, there are certain things you can't control. You can't control other people. You can't control how they act. You can't control what they do, but you can control how you do. A lot of times a response with no response is a response, to certain people. When I let people know, hey, I ain't got time for that manipulation. I ain't got time for no mind games. I ain't got time for whatever you got going on. But I'm still sending you blessings, though. I don't have time to go tit for tat for people. I ain't got time to be putting hexes and all that junk on people. I just don't have time. My blessings, I say, if you want to call blessings of me protecting myself, as putting the hex on you, hey, obviously, those are called boundaries. It's like, if I want to put something on you, I'm going to put boundaries, and those are better things to do. You're allowing yourself to see the things that you had issues with before. If you are allowing somebody to walk all over you, that retrograde has put you in certain situations to where you were like, hold up, wait a minute. Your energy is too heavy for you. Too heavy for you, and it's too heavy for me. But you can go over there. If it's going to be about some negative stuff, you go over there. Or if this is going to be something I know that's going to end up being a trigger that I'm trying to keep peace with, you need to either not talk about that, or we can just go ahead and part ways. And it's just so many people I've been cutting off. If I see that you giving off a vibe of something, when something was leading me to show you this or lead me to tell you this, and you get all like defensive or you get real quiet. Oh, okay. So obviously there was a reason why universe told me to send these things to you, because you was telling me they don't mean any good, or no, Roslynn, those are supposed to be parting ways. Or if somebody, wants to have limited connections with you, that lets me know right there's something that I don't either what is it? Either that path has already been ready to part ways, or is that person is trying to hide things from you. And I'll say either way. If usually universe will be sending me a whole bunch of signs, and it'll tell me, hey, that person is not meeting you any good. Especially it's like with me having a strong connection with my dad. My dad protects me from everybody. It's like, okay, you do your stuff here, even though I'm gonna help you here, but I'm gonna still protect you on the other side. So that's a blessing to me. So it is just like, now I'm not allowing myself to be disrespected. I'm not going to allow myself to be used. If you want, a lot of times people see empaths as being stupid people or being naive just because we allow you to have second chances. We try to see the good in you, even though we can tell that you're a hot mess. All those different things. But that retrograde, even though it may be a headache to us, a headache and a half and whatever, and probably a hemorrhoid on the side, no TMI or anything like that. But if you allow yourself to stop, rewind, press pause, look at all emergency exits, look at all the things, even those painful situations has taught you. Those are blessings. Even though it may have hurt you to the core, you're starting to see how people true intentions were about you. You're trying to see what spotlights on people that they told you to you no longer need in your life, or you start seeing people that you trusted with all your vulnerability. Next thing you know, they stabbed you in your back. So there's a whole bunch of things that's been spotlighted to you throughout this situation that is closing for you, which will bring in, when I say you probably are feeling a lot lighter from all the situations that has taken place in your life, because these are the things that were very deserving to you. Yes, we go through hectic situations. Yes, we got karmic cycles that you're ready to close. Yes, there's burdens that you have bared that has not got closure yet. Yes, we all know that you have people that have done downright dirty, trife stuff to you, have not had what they had coming. All those different things. When you're allowing yourself to stay focused on your growth, stay focused on your process of progress, not worrying about, even though those things has really hurt you. And I had to tell myself that, pay attention to you. Watch how universe and God work out in your favor. You keep helping people. You keep speaking your truth. You allow yourself to be protected. Don't be sitting up here letting the left hand know what the right hand doing. Don't even think farther than the future. You just worry about today. Allow yourself to sit up here and be grateful for everything that you got going on in your life, because it could be a lot worse. There's so many people that sit up here dying left and right. Sit up here got breathing issues. There's people in the hospital, don't know if they're going to make it throughout the day. And you can sit up and you waking up with a heavy heart because you're in a situation that, may be heavy, but there's somebody else that's going through something far worse. That's why I try to see everything. I've got to my moments where I don't sit up here and went to God about all the issues. Like, look, we need to talk, because I said, I'm doing what you tell me to do, but you need to talk. But then it was just like, I can't get mad, because there was still some things I was holding on to, because there's a lot of times you have to be able to recognize the responsibility on why there are certain things that has not opened up for you because of your actions. There's a lot of times where you held on to people. There was clear signs that you need to let go of stuff. I'll be looking at my situation. I'm like, girl, what was wrong with you? I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I can sit up here and say, you know what? I've had my toxic vibes. I've had my toxic tendencies. I've had my toxic situations that I placed my own self in when it was clearly saying, get out. So you have to allow yourself to really, really look at everything that has taken place from where you're at right now until where you were, because even if you are not exactly where you're supposed to be, you are nowhere near the same person you were that first started this path. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I hope y'all have a blessed, prosperous week. Y'all, it's a blessing. I didn't feel like I was going to do videos today, but there was so many signs that was telling me, get up, you rest when you dead, or you sit up here and make it what you need to make it. Do your life like do your days like it's going to be your last. And you have to really allow yourself, count your blessings, because there's far more blessings in your life than than the stuff that you're dealing with, and there's more to come. So I would love to give a post notification shout out to Irvin Morban. Much love to you. Welcome to the fam. Serafina 222, much love to you. Welcome to the fam. Sue August 74, much love to you. And Arian Faye, much love to you as well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. It's so good to have you. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a line. I would love to be able to hear from you, as give you a post notification shout out. Share, give me a thumbs up so my video can spread out. It would greatly be appreciated. And what else? Oh yes, if you need to get in touch with me privately, I know there's a lot of people, it's come somewhat, like I call it, like empath counseling. A lot of people hit me up on Facebook Messenger. You don't have to have the actual Facebook messenger, page to have the messenger. A lot of people just get that just for me to be able to stay in touch with them. I send them meditations. I give them heads up, post it like I put here. And being able to talk to them, there's a lot of things that, me and people talk about, just to give them a deeper understanding about their path of purpose. Whatever we speak on is confidential. You don't have to worry about it going anywhere. And I'll help you out the best way I can. If I can, I'll try my best to go ahead and get the information I can for you to get a deeper understanding about, your spiritual path as well as your purpose. And let anybody get in touch with me, please. It's not I'm single, trying to mingle type situation. It's all about networking and helping people on their spiritual path. And I hope y'all have a blessed week, even through social distancing. Please make sure you send out love, prosperity, as well as positivity, love vibes, frequencies. You never know, all those things really take somebody a long way. And I keep y'all all in my prayers. Know that you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I hope and pray everything you're trying to manifest into your life comes 100,000 times more than what you expected it. Ask for it, even pray for it. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be wild.